What's up, gamers? Today I'm going to show you my playthrough of Digimon World 2, but hard mode. Now, if you may remember the vanilla game of Digimon World 2 in the PS1, which I played a lot back in my elementary school days. The gameplay for me was fun, but it lacked in the difficulty department. Well, sure, the final boss was quite a challenge, even with mega level Digimon, but with the right movesets and some DNA Digivolve Digimons, you could easily pass through the bosses here in the game. But in this hard mode patch, which I found recently, they made quite some changes. For example, here in the first domain, the put domain, the boss Digimon, which you will find out later, has some major upgrades. But the first encounter here is pretty much vanilla. But one thing that changed are the movesets. Certain movesets had some additional effects. For example, Ice Blast is able to apply some quickness down effect. And as you can see, as you saw earlier, the Spiral Saw applied confusion. There are many other changes, and we'll go through that as we go along. Here in the vanilla version, the Leomon boss fight is accompanied by Vidramon and Agumon, but here there's Ogremon and Fugamon. And other than the change in companions, they also boosted the boss Digimon's stats, making them tougher to beat. Because in the vanilla game, you could beat them in 2 to 3 turns with the right movesets and the right targets. But here, it'll take more than that this time around, so you have to strategize well. You have to look out for Leomon's Beast King Fist, but I want to take out Leomon first because of that very reason. So I apply a Z-Cannon attack to at least whittle him down, and because there's a fire specialty floor, it would be better to use a fire type attack. And as you can see, instead of using Beast King Fist, he had Fist of Fate, and it applied quickness down. Those are some of the changes in the attacks. And of course, I almost always go for Ice Blast here in order to slow the enemies down, to guarantee my attacks to go first. And this Fugamon, which is just a reskin or recolor of Ogremon, has a Pommel Whack. We'll take Fugamon down second. You will see why later, instead of focusing on Ogremon, who's a virus type. And as far as I know, Fugamon here is a data type instead of a virus type, which is weird, but that's how it is, I suppose. And as you can see, the Flower Cannon and the Volcanic Strike dealt over 100 damage. Still, Leomon has some HP left. So I'm just going through the attacks here, and you will see later on why Fugamon should be dealt with right after Leomon. As you can see, he has an assist move, the small HP cure, same move with the Lilymon you use. It's only 50 HP though. And also here Ogremon has a life shield. Now life shield doesn't deal damage in the vanilla game, but here it does some damage. Still applies the same effect of lowering your attack power of the move that you will be using. But I still use another Ice Blast in order to apply another quickness down. You have to remember that status changes like the attack boost, defense boost, speed boost, and the reverse of that, of those, can only be applied a maximum of 2 times. And after that one Flower Cannon, that will take down the Leomon. And after that, my party just focused on taking down the Fugamon to prevent it from using its healing, because it will just drag the battle on longer. You can also prioritize attacking Ogremon. This is a virus type, and you just have to ensure that you deal more damage than Fugamon can heal. It only heals 50 HP. But it's up to you, but I always go for Leomon first in order to prevent that Beast King Fist. and after some time, after a few turns, you'll be able to take them out. And then that's the training mission. Even for just a training boss, that was quite difficult. So that means you can expect more challenges along the way. After the training, you will be able to choose your own guard team. There are 3 guard teams: the Blue Falcons, the Gold Hawks, and the Black Swords. The Blue Falcons use Data type Digimon. The Gold Hawks use Vaccine type Digimon, and the Black Swords use Virus type Digimon. Now, your choice here would affect somehow the early game, since you can only catch certain Digimon, especially in the first few domains, considering you're only limited to catch the same type that the guard team you joined is using. But later on, you will be able to catch the other types, even during the BIOS domain part, as early as that, which we will see later how we'll be able to do that. As you can see, I chose the Black Swords because I like the color black, and as you saw me talk to the people in the right room, Sheena was the cutest, so to speak, and she asked me to join, so why not? And with that, joining the Black Swords, we get Devimon as our first Digimon. It's up to you how you want to name the Digimon, doesn't matter, because if you recall in this game, there are level caps, meaning after a certain level, Digimon won't be able to gain any more EXP. So we'll have to say goodbye to them by DNA Digivolving them. That's basically the mechanic of this game, in order to get better Digimon, which will increase the level cap. The formula for that is, if I recall, one of the 2 Digimon that you used, whoever has the higher level, that will be the base one, and the increase in the level will depend on their level divided by 5, if I recall. So if you DNA Digivolve 2 level 13s, and 13 divided by 2, that will be a little bit over 2. It will be rounded off to 2. So 13 plus 2 will be 15. And as you saw there in the fight, the Devimon immediately gains some EXP from the Tapermon, and also from the Betamon. That's because the EXP gain here was increased in this patch, making it possible to easily grind even in the early domains. I caught the Betamon, and also I'm gonna catch this Snowgurimon in order to have a team of 3, since those 2 are the only 2 virus types that you can catch in SCSI Domain. Normally, in the vanilla game, at around level 3 up to level 5, you'll be good enough to face Hagurumon, the domain boss. But since this is hard mode, I don't recommend doing that. At the very minimum, you should Digivolve your Digimon, and as you can see, Devimon evolved to Devimon, Betamon Digivolve to Seadramon, Snowgurimon even became Mojamon. And coincidentally, they have a virus type, a data type, and a vaccine type. They also changed the Digivolutions here, the DP requirements even, because you don't get a Devimon in this part of the game early. You will get an Ice Devimon with 0 DP, but they changed some things. And Betamon should have become a Dark Tyrannomon, but it became a Seadramon. Snowgurimon should have become a Hyogamon, but became a Mojamon. And maximum to level 13, this is their level cap, and as you can see, the boss Digimon is accompanied by a Tankmon, which is a data type, which would be good coverage for Hagurumon, who is a virus type. Here, since we're in a machine specialty floor, their defenses are drastically increased, and their machine type attacks will also hurt a bit. But since I have 3 champion level Digimons at max level, level 13. This fight will go a bit long, but you won't. I don't think you would suffer any casualties. Just make sure to take down one of them first. Focus your attacks, or at least most of your attacks, into one of them. Here I just have Devimon keep attacking Tankmon, and the Evil Touch attack as a suck HP effect, so at least I can heal a bit. And I just have Seadramon and Mojimon keep attacking Hagurumon. And for whatever reason, Tankmon has a Mech Ray move. I don't know if that has any additional effect or additional benefit, since they're both machine types already. And Darkness Gear and Hyper Cannon would be machine type attacks on their own. Well, this battle will go longer than usual, since again this is a hard mode. So we'll just have to be a bit patient, but the challenge is nice, which is a breath of fresh air from the original game. So you just have to be patient here and keep attacking at them until you're able to take them down. Just keep focusing on your, just keep attacking. And as you can see, I didn't even need to heal at this point. Although for certain bosses you may need to heal, especially if you go there under leveled at the very least, or you don't have the right movesets in order to be able to whittle down the enemy and take advantage of them. After beating Hagurumon, you will be able to unlock the next 2 domains, Video and Disc Domain. Difficulty wise for the boss fight, Video Domain would be the one preferred to be taken on first, since the boss fight there is easier compared to Disc Domain. But I'm going to this domain first only to catch some more virus type Digimon, since this domain has virus types, while Video Domain has vaccine types. In this domain, there will be some new encounters from SCSI Domain, which will be the Gazimon accompanied by a Gizamon, and a Snoguborimon but accompanied by a Goburimon, and they're both level 2. Since those 3 are the unique encounters, the Gazimon, Gizamon, and the Goburimons, I chose to catch all 3 and grind them up to their max level so I can use them for DNA Digivolution. And as you will see, even those 3 have had some changes in their Digivolution, except for Gazimon. Goburimon, instead of becoming an Ogremon, became a J-Mojamon, and Gizamon, instead of becoming a Cyclonemon, became a Morishalmon. But Gazimon still became a Nanimon. But Nanimon is fine because party time is actually pretty strong in the early game. And as you see here, I'm trying to check for the DNA Digivolutions. And since we're in the Black Swords, we cannot make use of any vaccine types in DNA Digivolving. You can only make use of either data types or virus types, because virus is weak against vaccine. Here I decided to make use of Seadramon and J-Mojamon to make a Godsamon. I decided to go with Godsamon because it will digivolve into Icemon, and Icemon learns Defensive Ray. It's a assist move that boosts defense of the target. In the vanilla game, it's just one target, but here in hard mode, you will see later on, those type of moves will be AoE, meaning you can boost the defense of your entire party with defense rate. Same would apply with Armor Coating and Zip Boom. I would rather acquire Armor Coating, so I need to get a Mudfrigimon somehow. I might get one through various ways of DNA Digivolving, and if I recall correctly, Godsamon can eventually, with the right amount of DP, but I don't know how many TP in this mode since they changed it from the vanilla game. It can become a mud Frigimon. If not Godsumon, maybe it was Gabumon. I'm not sure. And as you can see, I DNA Digivolved more Digimon to increase the level cap. And grinding them again is very easy since the EXP you gain is boosted. You can easily reach level 11 even in just SCSI Domain. And now we skip to Video Domain where we'll fight a Kokatorimon Digimon boss. And this time he is accompanied by a Kabuterimon, a vaccine nature specialty Digimon, to cover the virus weakness of Kokatorimon because Kokatorimon is a data type. And as you saw there, Kabuterimon has a Scissor Claw attack. Scissor Claw is a broken move in the vanilla game, especially the duo Scissor Claw since it reduces defense, but as you saw, there's no defense drop. So I guess that would be one of the changes they made. They removed the defense drop of Scissor Claw. Maybe some other attacks would apply defense down instead. Since as you saw, certain moves were changed like Ice Blast being quickness down. Here I decided to focus my attacks into Kokatorimon because of Stun Flame Shot. It could get annoying if your entire team gets paralyzed, and you can't bank on it to be cured by RNG. But Kokatorimon goes down easily thanks to our level 15s and one level 13. Also Party Time having a poison effect, which is very good because Party Time increases in damage if you will have a poison effect for it. In preparation for this domain boss fight, I decided to do some more DNA Digivolving so I can increase my level cap again and get better movesets through getting other Digimon. And of course I grinded some more, get them to a decent level, and then I decided to challenge Numemon. Here Numemon is normally accompanied with a Sukamon and a Demidevimon, but they changed Demidevimon into a Geremon or Jeremon, a recolor of Numemon. And as far as I know, this Jeremon is, I think, a vaccine type. And as you saw, they have armor coating and a mega heal. And the Sukamon would have a panic wave assist, the move of Platinum Sukamon. So this boss fight would definitely be the harder one between it and Kokatorimon. Here I decided to go first for Jeremon because the heal is annoying. Good thing I have two Digimons that know how to use Party Time, and I think it's a darkness type move, and we're in a darkness specialty, so the damage is increased a bit, and also the poison effect is nice too. With Jeremon out of the way, I focus my attacks on Numemon because it's the main boss, the stronger one between Sukamon and Numemon. And as you may have noticed, the AI of the boss Digimon, and I think also in the non-boss Digimons, the wild ones you can catch, is improved. As you see in the fight, they're focusing their attacks on Mojamon because of its low HP, despite it being a vaccine type. Because it's my weakest party member, only at level 13, and I can't DNA Digivolve it until I reach Device Dome because it's a vaccine type, and I'm with the Black Swords. But thanks to the efforts of Gesamon and Sukamon, we'll be able to beat the Numemon. And of course, it's important to bring some healing items as well. As you saw, I had to heal a few times Mojamon in order to keep him alive because he served as our lightning rod. of Numemon and company's attacks. After that, don't forget to go to Angemon because you need to talk to him before you'll be able to progress in the story. Because if you immediately turned left instead of going forward, you won't be able to progress the story. I happened to do that when I was younger, so don't forget. Also, my EP is about to run out, but I have barely enough to make it out. So just in case, bring 1 or 2 EP packs if you're able to. That's it for now. Thank you for watching part 1 of my playthrough of Digimon World 2 Hard Mode. In the next part, we will tackle BIOS Domain and encounter the Metal Greymon that we can catch, and also the Centaurimon boss fight that we'll have to face. So, see you whenever, and take care everyone.